Welcome everybody to the XoneBros. This is your positive gaming and Xbox community. Jordan and I were warming up. Spicy had to leave. We were warming up by doing some good old-fashioned Europe bashing. It was a good time. Yeah. We were talking about customer service in the UK. It's terrible. It's not as good as America. It's shocking how bad it is.
Yeah, I was stranded in the middle of nowhere, and I called their version of AAA.
And everybody just stands in lines. They call it queues.
Yeah,
and you're like, what the freak?
It was.
Technology has fixed this.
It was a little bit rough.
We don't have to stand in lines. Yeah, we smacked them so hard in the Revolutionary War. They still haven't recovered. That's why their customer service is bad.
That's why.
That's what Jordan and I were saying before the show.
Yeah.
Makes me laugh. Good old-fashioned European bashing. I think it's late enough. All of our European listeners are asleep.
Yeah, it's a syndicated podcast, David. Believe it or not, they will hear this.
We love
they might agree.
We love the
Yeah, they probably do.
We love the UK. We love our UK brethren.
Yeah, we go over there frequently.
We do.
That's how we know about customer service.
That's how you know it sucks.
That's how we know their customer service is terrible.
They don't have ice.
Their fish and chip shops are amazing.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. You know what I've been thinking about? Yeah. Going on the old Viking longship cruises they have out there.
Do they have those?
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like a modern day. You're not rowing the whole time.
It's a luxury. It's a luxury.
So it's just regular
cruise. It's called Viking
They do it on the
Longship.
Mississippi River, too.
Oh, they do? Oh,
a Viking cruise on the Mississippi River?
It's a company that's called Viking.
Viking, yeah, and it's like a Viking longship. But it's a modern, not you're not rowing.
You're not raping and pillaging as you go?
No, that's first
extra.
class. Yeah, that's extra for that.
That's the VIP pass.
Yeah, that is what that is. Everybody, thank you very much for listening. If you haven't yet, we've revamped the Discord. Come join us. It was popping this week. It's a good time. There's a link in the description. Come and join us. Also, if you're listening to us, first of all, rate, review, and subscribe to us. Come follow us on YouTube if you haven't yet, because we've got videos popping daily. Spicy, what was the video that dropped today? Overwatch. It was an Overwatch discussion.
There were a couple videos.
There was an Overwatch one. There's videos every day. So come follow us on YouTube for those videos and shorts of the show, of the live show if you can't catch us live, or maybe you just want a short little clip.
Another one that dropped today was Jordan wanting to look good in sweats. Did you see that one?
Speaking of sweats, I was standing in line.
He said, all I want in life is to look good in sweats.
Like George Costanza.
Yeah, well, and David, do you know what you said? Huh. You're going to have to change some things, man.
Yeah, no. Well, hey, I was standing in line for the Nintendo Switch 2 pre-orders today.
And you wish you had sweats?
No, a lot of sweats out there.
A lot of sweat wearing at the
a lot of sweat
Nintendo
wearing.
Switch 2 line.
And I'll tell you, very few of them looked good.
I thought you were going to say look bad.
There was a couple that were like, okay.
So I had.
There was a couple like Lululemons
this
out
brand
there.
Right here, Unreal.
They spelled it wrong. It actually looks like urinal.
This brand has really. No, if you're dyslexic, it looks like urinal.
Now I can't unsee it.
You gotta flip. You gotta flip the R in the end.
No, I see urinal.
I see it too now. Okay, tell us about your urinal hat, David.
This brand has good like athletic wear, like sweats and stuff. But
wait, are you sponsored by them or something?
I love them.
Oh,
they're like my new favorite brand.
Okay.
Not them though. The one that starts with a V. They have a store in Farmington.
Vertigo.
No.
Doesn't that sound like a high-end clothing brand?
I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, they're high-end clothing. But they're expensive. Dude, you pay like $100 for one pair of sweats. But it's like the softest, most comfortable, but they make your ass look amazing.
Yeah, that's how they do it.
Those
are seamstresses right there.
Yeah. I'll wear them next time and show you guys.
Okay.
Oh, please do.
We should have an ass cam. X1's ass cam.
We'll have that be like the VIP membership.
Right
yeah, like if you
just like right behind
maybe
me.
If you
look it up.
Can we set it up to where if you like donate $5 or more, you can activate the ass cam.
We go to the ass cam.
You know how people like have cat cams?
I don't know if that's legal in this state, David.
I think it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's do it.
Yeah. We'll call it something else. We'll call it the dump truck.
The dump
cam.
The dump
truck cam.
David's dump truck cam.
Yes, yes. It's been a huge week, everybody. A huge week.
Yeah.
Spicy, have you finished the Prince or the blue Prince?
I haven't finished it yet. No, I'm playing that one with my wife, and I don't get to play that very often because we're both busy a lot of the time, and when we get to sit down, it's only like 30 minutes a night. So I'm still. I mean,
so like one maybe a day if you're lucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I am on my own. I'm playing in a couple other games that I really enjoy.
Oh, what are you playing?
I just beat Kingdom 2 Crowns.
Oh, you said you're owning that on multiple platforms. Even.
Yeah. I had no idea. So the Kingdom series is like a really, really big series. I never knew it existed. It's a really good series. And it was free on Game Pass. I was just scrolling through and I grabbed it. I downloaded it. I played it. And then I immediately went to my Switch and bought it on my Switch so I could play that mobile.
That's power.
Yeah, and I bought the entire like DLCs and everything because that's a really, really good game. I had no idea it existed. It's really, really fun, and I beat it this week. The Kingdom 2 Crowns, they have a whole bunch of expansions and stuff. But
And you said it is cross-save then, and cross-progression,
No,
or no?
not at all.
You're playing separately everywhere.
yeah,
Wow.
I'm just, they have Kingdom 2 Crowns, like that edition on Xbox Game Pass, and that was like the gateway drug
Yeah.
to play, and I beat that on Xbox, but then I went to my Switch and I bought the entire, like, everything that they had. It's good because I plan on playing that, like, while I'm at the gym and stuff.
That's a good call.
It's really fun. It's basically like a really, really fun tower defense game. But, like, better than tower defense. Yeah. There's
wanna know
a huge
game?
following,
have
too.
You ever, I get caught by them all the time on social media, the game where it's like, 1 + 1, and then your guy turns into 2 guys, and then you go through the thing. That game doesn't exist.
The fake,
like, it's fake.
The fake mobile
It's
games?
fake.
Yeah.
It's fake. That game doesn't exist. You click on it, and it's always a different game.
Yeah.
But that game would be amazing.
You click on those?
I do.
Oh,
Well,
I've
because
clicked on
some of them are
I've
like,
got caught like 3 times. and then I've actually downloaded the game every time because I'm like, maybe it goes to this. And no, every time it's a different game, and it's like super complicated systems. I mean, that's how they get you. I would actually, in fairness, I was doing it as marketing research for my own job.
I've hit
That's what I tell my wife,
because for
too.
my own job, I was like, we just need to make this. We just need to do this.
I can't help, honey. I got to do market research.
The ad doesn't need to match what your game is. Just needs to get you in. It just, they get away with it because it's conceptually the same. Like
it's a video game.
as in it's tower defense, and that's what they're showing off. Like, but it's not the game at all.
Yeah, I get got by the puzzle games because there's one where there's one where like you have to get the lava out without touching the guy, and the computer does it, and it's like, you're an idiot. I can do that, and then you hit it, and you're like, this isn't.
Yeah, where like it goes over the thing, and the
They
guy's,
do that
like,
on
down below.
purpose.
And I'm like, hey,
Can't believe you guys press those things, man. That's
They
like,
look fun.
I have to have this conversation with my
with the
dad.
security of the iPhone, I
Do
feel
not
a lot more
click on
freedom.
those links. Do not on those emails. Don't download those links.
With the security of the iPhone, I feel a little bit more liberal when it comes to my link clicking.
Yeah, that's like it's stressful having to tell people over 60 just to. That person, you don't know them. Don't click on any links or attachments. I feel like this is the same kind of concept. Do not click on those gotcha mobile games.
Except those mobile games. Like, why not just make that a game? 'Cause
Well, actually,
it's amazing.
I'll be honest. Back in the day, like 2010s, 10s, when I may or may not have gone to certain Pirate Bay websites, some of those mobile advertisements on the side were actually pretty decent. I think there was one called Ebony. You remember that one?
Oh yeah.
I got that from. I may or may not have gotten that from like a Pirate Bay website.
We had a few little properties in Ebony.
Yeah.
And then I remember I was sending like my troops over to your property.
Yeah, so I mean,
remember it was like little squares, and it was like a giant map. It was supposed to be one map. And like we figured out where each other were, and I was sending my troops to yours to go attack someone.
What I'm saying is, when you were on the dark web back in the day,
still exist?
There was some decency.
You're going to these websites and clicking on the ads at those websites.
Yeah, dude,
That was it.
Ebony, dude, this game was awesome.
Hey, I tell you, if you would have seen how they were advertising it, you would have clicked on it too.
Ebony is the one.
I'll be fixing your computers.
No, wait. Ebony is the
That
one
was in the
with
2010s. I don't.
Is
go
Ebony
to
the
those
one with the
websites.
Super Bowl?
Yeah, I don't go to those websites anymore.
Is Ebony the one with the Super Bowl model ad? Yeah, this is it.
You want me to pull this up so people can see? Here, I'll pull it up.
No, this isn't the one. They
Dang
used
it.
that girl that got discovered at the Dodgers. She was Ebony. She was an Ebony ad.
Ebony game.
Ebony, with a V.
Ebony?
Yeah.
Ebony. Ebony the King's Return.
That's it.
That must be the sequel. It was just Ebony back in the 2010s.
If you type in the Super Bowl ad.
Yeah, see, look, May 6, 2009.
Is this the game? Like, is this it right here?
No, if you go down, like those screenshots
Here,
of
let me
like.
just put this on the screen so people can see what I'm looking at. Is it these ones?
Yeah, those ones. That's basically it. To the right, of your map. Yeah, that like it's like asset management of troops that then you can attack other people on the map.
Yeah, I never clicked on those ads. I've never played these games.
You missed out, man.
I did. It was a different time.
You missed out. This was back when you got your video games in boxes.
Yeah.
that we played this. This was back when Guild Wars 2 came in a box.
Yeah.
That's literally the last box game that I bought.
Guild Wars 2?
Guild Wars 2.
Yeah, I think that was mine. Let's see, what was mine?
Because the PC games were always cooler because they came in big boxes and they still had the ads on them. Whereas like
you would like open them and then have
video
pages.
games or console games had already moved to like the cartridge DVD look.
Yeah, and then they got rid of like manuals and stuff.
Yeah.
I really liked the manuals.
Yeah.
Well, some of them were cool because they give you like
remember
story.
at the end,
and
they always had the place for notes.
Yeah.
Anyone ever use those? I never did.
No.
Spicy? I feel like that's something.
No, I had my own notes. I had my own like notepad and stuff when I mean, did I care enough to write down notes? Some games.
It was nice that they provided that space for you though.
I always felt like if I wanted to resell this game, I shouldn't write on the manual.
Yeah.
No, I think I bought the battle chest for Diablo 2 and for StarCraft at like 15 times each.
Yeah, StarCraft I bought a ton because you'd always lose it and then
you need the CD key and you're like, dang it.
I know.
Shoot.
I remember sitting there trying to fake a password because I still had kept the CD, but I didn't keep the box, where the CD key was stickered on the back. And I'd sit there and I'd be like 3569 trying to, and
did you ever get it?
oh yeah,
Oh really?
oh yeah,
Well, that's not good.
yeah. The system was not.
That's not.
wasn't we've come a long way in security.
I really would, and I'm sure there's other people out there that did the same thing because I'd be like just number padding it, and I'd spend like 10 minutes, and then I'd get one. I'm like, yes, I get to play this month. Get to play StarCraft this month.
Yeah, that's not good. How much money did they lose on that?
Well, I mean, they made a lot of money for me every time I went and bought the because that's
So it
when I
makes up
still
for
had the
it.
CD. If I lost the CD, I had to go to Target and buy the game again.
Yeah.
And that's I don't even know how many.
We
times
have
I've
a
purchased
super
those
chat in chat from Mel Weezy for $1.99. Shout out to Mel Weezy. Thank you very much for the super chat. He says, so who got a Nintendo Switch 2, gentlemen? So none of us. I actually have a rant on that, but Jordan went and stood in line.
Tell us your
I
experience,
made a new
Jordan.
friend today. Nice people.
Oh yeah, did you tell them about the show?
No.
Why not?
I don't know.
I don't tell anybody about this show.
Don't you?
No.
I should have advertised it a little bit more.
Even when people like talk about it around me because they know about it, I don't say a word.
Oh, how mysterious.
No. So I tried last night. Target and Best Buy. Best Buy sucks giant wang at freaking
Sucks-
online orders. So that's basically my
sucks
experience.
huge-
That's
sucks
basically
huge wang.
that's basically my experience there. Target,
Can you suck wang? Actually,
Best Buy does when it
I
comes
don't
to
even
online
know
orders.
what that means, but it sounds.
Go order something at midnight on Best Buy. You'll know exactly what it means.
you can chung wang. I've never heard anyone suck wang. though.
I think a couple people on Discord said they got Best. I got screwed by Best Buy.
And then I went Chung.
Yeah.
You can wang chung. Yeah. You can wang chung.
See, look, Beast. Best Buy was horrible.
Yeah, that sucks.
I did try Target, and Target, they're what it was just crashing over and over again.
Yeah.
There was just no. So anyway, so I woke up this morning. Our local GameStop opens at 12, so I went to that. They had 48 consoles split between bundle and non-bundle, and I'm like, I don't care which one I get. I just want to get one. And I did a rough count, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm kind of like 47, 40, But anyway, some people, apparently there was couples together that bought
annoying.
multiple ones, and that was
That
kind
is
of, anyway.
annoying.
But I missed it by 2 people. So,
How many people were behind you?
like another maybe 20, 30.
Oh.
So,
If so, you would have showed up.
me and the guy in front of me missed it by, so he missed it by 2, I missed it by 3 because he was in front of me. But we were, we at least chatted. He was
That sucks, dude.
the only one there that
understood your pain.
Also, kind of looked like he had a job.
That's why you guys missed it.
That's why
You missed it 'cause you had a job. I have to shout out. I have to shout out MMA Oracle in the community. He's been sending me all day. Like, hey, it's up right here on this site, and literally I'll see it will come through, and I'll click on it immediately, and it's sold out.
Yeah.
And I have to say, I think Spicy. Tell me what you think. I'm becoming a gaming populist. This is XoneBros. We're gaming populists, gaming nationalists.
Gaming, what? Like we're extremists?
The populists. No, it's a populist movement here at the XoneBros.
Okay.
The average gamer cannot get what it wants. I don't like it has not exactly. Amen to Blake. Bots have ruined that experience. Like we can't get what we want. Yeah, right now it's $7.99 on eBay for a Nintendo Switch 2.
And you're just buying a pre-order. I wouldn't trust that. I'd wait till it comes out.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's not like so Spicy. You are an actual gamer, just an average gamer with a normal life, and you want to go and get one. It's so hard.
Yeah,
and no one has addressed it. Nintendo tried to address it by because they care about, hey, if you're a Nintendo user, trying to prevent bots.
Yeah,
here.
you had to have a Nintendo
But none of
account
the
for X
retail
money.
stores care. None of them. They don't. It doesn't matter to them who gets it, how many get it. No, nothing online to prevent any of that.
Nope. Well, it's like you said, we were talking before the show. Best Buy doesn't care.
Best Buy does not care.
Neither does Target. I mean, they get their money, and I think in the long run, Nintendo may not really care that much either because they're still selling.
Yeah, spicy thoughts. The average. Do you think that's accurate? The average. Think about what we went through with the Series S and the Series X. Think about what we went through with Project Scorpio to get same thing.
Is that when you started the fight? No, that was the
Xbox One.
one.
That one was fine. We had no problem then. No one wanted that one. But Spicy, you think so? You think the average man, the working Joe, cannot get?
Well, like for me,
console,
I
hardware.
am not even trying until later.
Yeah.
You're not going to get it. That's not, and in order to get it, you have to sacrifice your time and opportunity cost of making, money to pay for it. So I'll just wait.
Yeah, in the U.S., it's extra hard because we are. I'm going to be curious at how Nintendo allocated.
We have
stuff. Like,
100 million more people to compete with than everybody else.
Yeah.
That's I think we were talking about the show about this. I think Nintendo should reward retailers for doing it right. And by rewarding them, I think they should allocate more to those that have a Nintendo account.
Yeah.
Like per Nintendo account, because those are your fans. Those are the people.
Nintendo is trying to do that themselves.
Exactly. They're trying to do that themselves. They're giving priority to those that already have a Nintendo account.
Yeah.
They should do that and then say with retailers and say, make your customers do this, and then we'll give you a lot more than those guys. Or we'll exclusively give you the Nintendos for the first 3 months or something like that.
Yeah.
But because Nintendo cares, but the other retailers won't care unless they can't get them to sell. So I see this as, if you want to have a solution, I see this as the only solution that would
Nintendo's
work.
incentivized because that's your long-term customers. They want people who actually play it. All of your big box stores, all of your online stores, they legitimately do not care if the person who's getting it is the person who wants it or the person who's getting it is the person who is going to resell it.
Yeah.
And they're getting thousands of them.
I mean, that's probably not a good idea, but I don't know of any other way to stop bots across the entire board.
You can make it physical sales only.
You can also tie it to one.
That's true, yeah.
And you could go 1-to-1 online. It's not impossible.
Well, don't they have tons of bots that are just like account 1, account 2, account? And that's how
but
they
you
get
can
them all?
stop that because you can link. You can say you can easily run
know what
a
they should
script
do?
that says one per credit
You
card.
got to put in your social security number when you or pre-order these consoles.
Yeah, you have to open an account. Your account has to be verified. It has to be used. You have to submit an ID. You have to submit ID with banks all the time. What is it? KYC. If your account, in order to get this pre-order console on Amazon, you got a KYC. You got to be a KYC customer. That means only real people.
What does that stand for?
Know your customer. So it's a banking regulation.
Oh.
And yeah, you have to enter in your ID, whether it's passport or driver's license. And then it's a 1-for-1. So it says like there's a real human being.
I think you should. I think you should only do that like the first 3 months or something, just to.
Yeah, just initially, like not long term.
Well, and not forever. Well, I mean, do it for pre-orders, right? Like of a
pre-orders,
high, of a high. You know, this is obviously like a high selling. Weren't they breaking records though?
Yeah.
Yeah, they've like smashed all kinds of records.
They're but I didn't
guess
even
the
try.
price increase did not affect anything at all then, huh?
Did I not say that? All the outrage online about
Well, okay,
everything.
look,
It's like, guys, we know this. They're going to dominate. It's Nintendo.
Here's the thing. I think the games are way too expensive at $70, $80, $90. I actually don't care that the console is priced at $450 and $500.
No, I think
the console price is fine. I think it's the games.
It's priced well.
I think the games are a little ridiculous. But the problem is
Well, wait. When you say games with an S, isn't there only one game right now?
yeah, but Nintendo ain't gonna stop there.
Well, anything above, 70 and above, and I think Donkey Kong's going to be 70. So I still think Donkey Kong
Was Donkey Kong 70?
I think so.
Yeah, anything.
And that one's
over
not a
60
release
is-
title. That's a month later title. But I think it's.
Well,
too
you want to hear
expensive.
something that's going to blow your mind?
Sure.
EA Football Club 25, or are we on 26 now? Oh wait, I have
26 would be coming this year.
25. EA Football Club 25, so it's no longer FIFA because they don't want to pay for the FIFA license, but they still get all the clubs and stuff. This is the first time they unveiled, for the first time ever, paid season pass coming in this year's iteration of EA Football Club 25.
Like a battle pass?
A season pass, paid season pass. Yeah.
Wait. So there's not a free version of it?
So is it a battle pass?
There is a free version. There will be a free version of the season pass, but this is the
Because when you
first
say
time
season
ever.
pass, like, is it like? Because when I think,
Yeah, it will be a battle pass.
okay, that's okay.
Yeah.
okay.
But they're calling it a season pass?
Yeah, it's a season pass. Yeah.
It's a battle pass, but they're calling it a season pass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, so season pass and battle pass to me are the same thing. Are we?
Yeah, well, battle passes are generally what the majority
Like
of gamers
1
would
to
call
100 rewards.
They're calling theirs a season pass, but
Yeah, okay.
it's. But here's the thing, like, okay, EA, like FIFA makes so much money. It's like one of their top selling games, and shame on us for continuing to buy all these sports games. First of all, we're getting yearly iterations that don't even matter. Let's be honest; it's basically roster updates at this point. For instance, the next NCAA football game has been announced, and we're getting high school mode for the campaign.
Why
How many
would-
people even play that? Like very few percentage. That's not the majority of what your player base is playing. Then they have microtransactions, tons of them. They've got their card collector game that's wildly successful and brings in tons of money. And now you're adding on a season pass. Why are we not just a live service game at this point? And on top of it, we're paying $70, $60 every year for that.
Mm-hmm.
It should be all these yearly sports games should either be every other year release, which I would accept with just an update on the off year, or we just got to go to a live service. Now that you're entering season passes, like just go live service, free to play, all the microtransactions. Why not? Like that's basically what your game is anyways. And I love these games. This is coming from someone who loves NCAA football and Madden and FIFA. And it's like, now you're doing a paid season pass as well now? What is going on? Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
No, it's been this way for a while. They've
Yeah, you're right, but people still pay, so it doesn't.
Yeah,
they won't
that's the thing.
change.
It's not going to change.
Yeah.
And I'm one of those people that will pay because I don't have a choice. I will. But it's like that. It's too much. Like now you're unveiling a paid season pass at $10. It's going to be $10.
Yeah, you do. I'm sure they've done the analysis where you do the math where it's, well, we're going to look bad, but we're going to be filthy rich. So, I mean, Blizzard does that all the time.
And on top of that, that's what was so bad about 2K basketball, because they're in that same situation, and they were one of the first ones to go up to $70. And the argument, well, games are more expensive to make than ever before. Yeah, but you have more ways to monetize than have ever existed, and it's not like you haven't. You have monetized. This is another populist take. It's our X1 gaming populist take right here. We're gaming populists, guys. We're for the people, for the gamers. Yeah, don't you think that's ridiculous, though? A paid season pass.
the sports games have been ridiculous for quite some time.
Yeah,
now, though.
Agreed.
Ever since actually, I think the first year of cards was like okay because it was new, but after they realized, wait a minute,
Everyone likes these? We could just sell packs.
and we can just do it every year.
And that's the thing. It's not like Hearthstone, like Spicy. You spend $1,000 on Hearthstone. Well, guess what? All of those cards are in your ownership.
Hey, oh, that's all.
All of those cards are in your ownership. I drop $1,000 on Madden 20. When Madden 21 comes out, all my cards are obsolete.
Yeah, they're obsolete.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got all. You're starting over. Do you see how much money they're making? Like,
well, how much waste?
And in fairness, those modes are some of their best modes. They're freaking cool.
Mm-hmm. But you have to pay for them every year. So it's not like you can go into wild mode and play whatever card you got way back when. You have to repurchase them every year. Yeah.
That's way rough. Man, somebody's living the good life at the top of that
That's
company.
why I like the filthy
they're called
rich.
EA.
Yeah,
That's why EA has all the sports licenses.
That's the whole, well, we'll look bad, but we'll be filthy rich.
Yeah, we'll look bad, but who cares?
When you're filthy rich.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, and anyways, I just think the paid season pass is a little ridiculous. Shall we get to the big games that dropped this week?
Yeah,
Game Pass
Before
has
we do.
been
On fire.
lit.
On fire. Slapping hard, as the kids say.
As the kids say.
As the children say.
They've probably moved on past that.
First up, before we jump into it, Super Shocker has dropped a super chat. He gifted 5 XoneBros memberships. Huge shout out. Thank you very much. Everybody, please drop a BFF in chat for the super chat.
I know we're moving on, but I just saw some. Speaking of bots, we were talking about bots like buying the Switches and taking them from the common folk.
common man.
The common man can't get a console.
Is this like populist take here?
Well, no,
A gamer populism?
I saw a study that says 51. If this is the first year that the online traffic, the majority of online traffic is no longer humans.
Oh yeah.
It's 51%.
There's a theory. The theory is dead internet theory.
Yeah.
The dead internet theory.
50, and this is the first year it's happened. 51% of online traffic is no longer generated by humans.
Yeah.
We've hit that number.
Yeah.
And 37% of that 51% is all malicious. Just so you know.
That actually makes me think.
14% is actually for the people.
I think it's been a plurality of internet traffic has not been real for a few years now.
It's just this is the first year that it's actually been 51%. It teetered over this
and
year.
I might be wrong on what the theory is, but I mean I know that's the name of it. It's called dead internet theory, and the idea is that since social media, you had like 1 year of social media being real people, and since then it's been just bots, and bots are dominating. And I'll tell you, I see it in my occupation of someone who is online all the time, and you know which of your competition is real and which is completely fake, fabricated audiences, and it's not hard to do.
Hey, you know what I'm thinking of all this bot stuff? When those Tesla robots come out, I can send that robot down to GameStop a couple days early to stand in line for me.
And
Genius.
just sit there.
Yeah, just go low power mode.
They'll charge you for that. Like we'll get to a point where they'll be like, you gotta pay $50 to reserve your robot
No,
spot.
it'll be in tokens, so you don't know that you're paying that money. They'll give you an allotment of tokens per month. No, you know what's really interesting about the data? Because I was like going through all the data, and when like bots go to certain websites, etc., they basically can tell what browser they say. I'm using this browser, using this browser, etc. And it was something like a huge, like 70% was like Chrome.
That makes sense.
You had Safari on there. You had Google Android. You had like iOS Safari or like mobile Safari.
Ironically, this is a really good advertisement for Edge.
Edge was on there. Edge was, I think, 7% of the bots.
That's what they should use for their advertisement.
This is the bots, what they use, quote unquote, what they use. Firefox was at 3%. And Firefox's entire market share currently is like 2.8%. So knowing that a big chunk of Firefox is bots of their like market share.
I wonder why.
Isn't that funny?
I bet you it's open somehow that they could do that. Like, I wonder why that's being used. So, yeah, so dead internet theory, to my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, Spicy, if you know, or if anyone in chat, it's the idea that the internet is dead because it's no longer humans and it's being ran by bots and fake accounts and more insidious, malicious accounts.
37% of those bots are malicious.
Yeah.
14, like I said, 14%
You think
are for
there
the
will
people.
be? You think there will be?
They're
Like,
helping us.
Do you think there will be like a bot civil war?
According to pretty much every future movie I've ever seen, yes.
I'm excited for that day.
You're
Well,
excited
if
for
you think about it, though,
Like you stand with the good bots, although they got the crap kicked out of them in
see,
iRobot.
we eventually get the T800. Okay,
Yeah.
that was Arnold is eventually ours. That's
Yeah, but you want to team up with that. You know what I mean? Go against Liquid Man.
to the T1000.
Yeah.
Have you seen this boy? What were you going to say, David? Or did you forget? You got distracted?
Yeah, I forgot.
I saw you start looking around like.
Forgot.
Can you imagine like when all the because how many AIs are there now? Like ChatGPT, Grok. All like when do they start going after each other?
They
you know?
probably already are.
That's gonna be a good day to watch.
No, it's not. I'm telling you, Skynet is not as cool as it is in the movies.
It's not as fun. It's not as fun.
Yeah, they don't ever show the future. They're showing the past when it was great.
So think about Game Pass, though. Game Pass, just the last 2 weeks, we've had Blueprints, which I think is really good. Like, it's a game that's immersion. South of Midnight, which you guys really like.
I did enjoy South of Midnight.
Now we have Oblivion, Shadow Drop, and today Expedition 33. Whoa, that's
Game.
that is that's just in the last 3 weeks. That's in the last 3 weeks right there.
Yeah.
All those games.
Yeah.
The light is
Pass
burning bright.
Game
Light
Pass is
burning
cooking.
bright. Yes, Game Pass is cooking for sure. Now, have you guys had a chance, either of you, to jump into Oblivion?
Yeah.
I've jumped into Oblivion, and I've jumped into Expedition 33.
Ooh, okay. Where do we want to start? We want to start with Oblivion? We want to start with Expedition 33.
Yeah, why don't we start with Oblivion? Because we've probably played that because Expedition just came out today.
Yeah, I will say, can I give a spoiler of my thoughts on Expedition 33? Yeah. I'm going to call it, I think this is Game of the Year.
It's incredible.
I think it's so
Well,
good.
I fired it up.
Wow.
I fired it
It
up.
is so good.
I didn't know
earlier
I liked
today.
French opera.
Well, here's I was telling Jordan. I fired it up earlier today, and at first I'm like, "Is this Korean?" Like, and then I realized and then I hear her say like, "Voloshalewo," and I'm like, "Oh, it's French." And then I was like, "Okay, I got it." And then the story's starting to go. I'm like, I gotta pause it because I want my wife to watch it with me because she loves she loves these crazy stories.
It's final. It is.
It feels Final Fantasy.
It's Final Fantasy in its own style, and it is phenomenal.
Well, should we just talk about it now?
Let's talk about it now.
If you're not, I think this is the game that will take people who don't like turn-based games, and because I really like the turn-based combat.
Yeah.
I think it's fantastic. The way you can shoot your gun, the way you can. I didn't think I would really care for the QuickTime event because you can do that in Sea of Stars.
This is Expedition 33.
Expedition 33. Yeah.
I'm clarifying for the AI bot that's going to clip this later.
Yeah.
the 14% bot for the people.
Yeah, exactly.
The way you, because in Sea of Stars you can deflect and like hit buttons at a certain time for attacks. I didn't realize how actually hard it is in this game to do it because there's multiple ones. The way the turn-based combat I think is very well done.
Yeah. Well, there's moveset memorizations that you have to learn.
Yep, for different abilities.
And I really do like their AP system, where a gunshot is only one pip, so you build as you do combat. It builds up or takes away kind of your
and you can use
action point.
You can use one character for gunshots, one character for another. Even I was actually surprised. I mean, I don't know why I didn't think it would be in there. I just didn't think about it. But the skill tree and the way you can build each character. So I have Gustav.
Gustav.
You know, it's funny. They talk to each other with nicknames, but they have their real names in the menu.
So it screws you up.
Yeah, there's been so many terms that I've had to like. What does that even mean? That's his name.
I'm kind of building him out as like a tanky character.
Okay,
you know, and then
frontliner.
I have like the is her name Lane? Is she the
Loon?
wizard?
It's Loon, but it's like Lunifius in the menu, and I'm like, what move is this? Like, I'm trying. Is it a city?
So she's really cool. She's like your wizard, and then you have the redheaded girl who's not old enough to be there, but she went anyway. I forget her name.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, but no, the combat is incredible.
So I've seen that post on. Let me ask you this because I think the best turn-based combat in a game to date is the Persona series. I think they've done it best.
Okay.
Is this, and this has that vibe when I watch it, Is it as good as Persona? Does it beat Persona?
you've played-
What do you think?
Yeah, I've played both.
What about Metaphor? Because Metaphor was like the peak of Persona combat.
I really like Metaphor's combat. I really do. This is more, you have to pay attention more because they have a dodge system and they have a parry system, and you can literally fight an entire difficult fight without taking a hit
If you're good enough.
if you time things right. And the parry system it's awesome. So you can dodge and you can be like, dodge. It's more forgivable. But if you decide to parry, just like in any other game, like Sekiro or anything, or it's more risk, more reward. If you parry every attack that the enemy has, your entire team will attack.
And it's if you get a perfect parry, you are very much rewarded to the damage you do back.
Yeah.
So it is like, it's worth the risk.
Incentivizing, yeah.
So there's, I would call them quick time events on defense and quick time events on offense.
Yeah.
And they're more like Sea of Stars than Metaphor. So they're more. Yeah. So I mean, I like just chilling, but at the same time, this has like a dopamine hit every time you fight. Yeah. You know, and it's when you get hit, you get pissed because
You take a chunk.
it hurts. And you're
you're
limited on
encouraged
your healing abilities, especially at the beginning.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
So, as good as Persona, at least.
Yeah.
Sorry, just talking about the combat, rather the turn-based combat. Because like I said, I think the Persona was the first time in turn-based that you're like, oh,
See,
this
Persona
feels amazing.
Yeah, Persona's cool, and I mean, Metaphor is one of my favorite. I love Metaphor. This is more Final Fantasy. I don't know how to
It
describe it.
has more of a Final Fantasy vibe, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But
And it's. See, what was the last Final Fantasy where we had like pure turn-based?
probably like 13. 13 was more like action turn-based because you would like load up your abilities.
Yeah. But no, and David. So Metaphor, it's like a comic. It's like, this is like a really gorgeous combat system.
This is the kind of game where you play it and you go, oh, video games are art. Because everything hits. Voice acting is incredible. Gollum's in it. Andy, what's his name? Andy something?
Yeah, I know.
But Gollum, he's in it.
Really?
So yeah, the voice actor for Gollum. Voice acting is incredible.
As like a normal voice, or as like
He's a character in it.
Oh, okay.
So the music is really good. Like I said, I didn't know that I liked French opera, but I do. The story is so unique. It's intriguing.
Well, even the trailers, everybody was hooked by that
So
story.
you haven't even turned it on yet?
No, I turned it on and I got halfway through. They're looking. He's throw it with your other hand to the thing to hit it.
Okay.
Oh well, I was like, okay, I've got it because I know Tiffany will want to watch that with me.
If Final Fantasy had an intro like the movie Up, that's what you play for the first 40 minutes.
Well, and this movie starts. Well, you know what I like, and get me if I'm wrong.
It's like holy shnikes.
And tell me if I'm wrong.
That intro that I'm at, there's a rose on the bench, so I know like we're about to get some emotion.
yeah.
It's heavy. Whoa. It's a heavy emotional in the first 40 minutes.
And then when you go on your expedition.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. The first cutscene when you go on the expedition. We're not going to spoil anything. You go on. I mean, you go on. It's called Expedition 33.
Yeah.
And the first cutscene, you're like, your jaws dropped.
You're like, whoa.
Like things.
Nudity, whoa?
No,
not
like,
yet.
No,
not yet. I think
like,
the only thing this game doesn't have is nudity right now. But I haven't beaten it yet, so maybe it's French. Who knows?
It's French.
it's French art.
It's laced in there somewhere.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Some hairy armpits and some big boobs.
And Mark, tell me if I'm wrong, but I think there's obviously good storytelling and bad storytelling. I think good storytelling shows you instead of tells you, and they don't do like this big exposition drop.
Yeah,
you start in this guy's life, and you're like, oh, okay, apparently this is some type, and then stuff happens.
This is how it is.
Yeah, this is how it is, and you as the player figure things out.
So
right,
yeah, Quentin Tarantino, he's like a really big movie.
Everybody knows.
Yeah, everybody knows who he is. And he has a thing where he says, in the first, I think he says 20 minutes, but the first 3 shots of any movie, if they know what they're doing.
Oh.
In this, you instantly know that this is a game that's going to be a contender.
Wow.
Well, because they don't sit on the dock and they go, this is what the paintress has done for 65 years, and this is blah blah blah. It's like they show you what they show you what she did, and you're assuming, oh, shoot,
Oh,
The first
sucks
time
to be 31 right now.
yeah, the first when you see the paintress, when you see, I mean, we know who that is if you've seen the trailers, and that scene goes down, you're like, holy, it's like, and then it just goes
Within the first 5 minutes, the character has only had, 6-7 lines by this point. You're immediately hooked, and you care about Gustav. And you want, you feel for you empathize and feel for him. That's good. That's good storytelling.
Yeah, and learning about the story and what the years and how the world is.
well, I mean, so just from the trailers, that's what made it such a popular hit and such a hype is the unique story.
I was not expecting it to be this good. Like I was expecting it to be good. Like I was gonna enjoy it's a unique story.
Yeah, I think it's Metacritic and OpenCritic are both sitting above 95 at the moment.
I agree with you, Mark. Right? I mean, Doom hasn't come out yet, but as of right now, this is the best game I've played by a good chunk
this year.
Like, let's say Kingdom Come was the best game I played before.
Yeah.
This is 2, 3, 4 steps ahead of Kingdom Come.
Yeah.
Like it's very well done.
Wow. That's
this
cool.
game makes me appreciate the French again.
I guess,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, well done.
The French have had a great week this week.
French have had a comeback.
Because you have Virtuos
French
with
are making
Oblivion.
a comeback,
You have
baby.
Virtuos with Oblivion.
Is Virtuoso
They're in Paris.
Paris?
Yeah, and then you have Expedition 33. Dude,
Yeah.
the
We have
French
some French music we could
Dude,
play. Like
the
we have
French-
French, like
yeah, the French.
That's the last time I enjoyed the French was when Daft Punk came.
I have to give it to you.
Daft Punk 33 Project or Expedition 33.
Yeah, the French
Oblivion remake.
The French are on fire.
What
this
a week! What a week!
They are. They're
Like-
burning bright right now.
Yeah,
What a
dude,
week
the
for the
French are
French.
killing it right now.
You kind of turned us off with your freaking opening ceremonies at the Olympics, but
Yeah,
you've
but
made
it's-
it up.
Oh,
You've
yeah,
turned it around. You've
yeah,
turned it
yeah.
around.
You should have led with this.
This is who should have put on your Olympics opening ceremony.
That's really good, David. I'm excited for everyone to play. It's what the best part about this. This is free on Game Pass.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. Game Pass.
That is nuts.
Game Pass is unquestionable right now. And you can see, I mean, I've always said this. It's going to hit a point with all of these developers that Xbox has in the background. And Expedition 33 isn't a first-party studio. It's just a deal that Xbox has with them to be on Game Pass. But you can see, you combine those two things with their first-party studios and the library that they have, and they're going to reach this point, and we may be at that point that the ball starts to roll, and it's unstoppable. I mean, look, because what do we have coming in a few weeks now? 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks? Doom? There's a first-party studio game again, and you're just stringing together win after win after win after win after win. And I think it's going to be hard to stop Game Pass. I think Game Pass will be nomenclature in the same way Netflix has become nomenclature.
Not only that, but I mean, with the shadow drop of Oblivion this week, like Bethesda, I will say it's the game has like changed a little bit, because if you can do that with a game from 2006,
And you have
there's
well,
you get what I'm.
yeah. Well, here's the thing. Ready? Have you seen the rumor? Barbara Blake actually told me about it. I wasn't aware of it. That they're thinking of doing, or it's rumored that they're doing a Master Chief collection, but for the Call of Duty series. So you'll be able to play every campaign, go through and play every campaign there.
Are
Like,
they going to have these little consoles in the middle of the campaign where you go to a TV show that doesn't
dude,
exist?
dude.
Remember when it launched? It was a tough launch for Master Chief.
Yeah. But
that-
dude, like,
yeah.
but to your point, this is game changer. You take a classic, world class game.
Yeah, it's on the list, many lists of one of the greatest games ever made from 2006. So it's a generation behind Fortnite players,
Yeah.
Minecraft players. They've never played this. Maybe they want something a little bit more deep in their lives. And you redo it in Unreal 5. That's what they did, right? I think
Yeah.
Well, so what they did, what's pretty impressive about it is what they did is they took the code from the creation engine,
Yeah.
and they basically said that's the brain, and then they the body
Yeah.
is Unreal. So they put that in Unreal somehow and then just did all the art.
Yeah,
and
which
stuff
I
with
didn't.
Unreal.
I didn't realize it was that because I did a video on it.
Which is
today.
why there's still some hilarious things. That
Well, I
happen.
did a video on it today, and I said it's interesting that it's in Unreal, and it still feels very Bethesda.
Yeah.
And that's and one of the comments was, "Oh no, it's they're using Unreal for the graphics, but the engine is still the creation engine." That's a great combination because it feels fantastic.
Yeah.
Like it feels really good. It feels really good, and it looks really good. It looks like a game that came out just a few years ago.
So I missed Oblivion. I played Morrowind.
Same, you're like me.
Yeah, and I played Skyrim.
Yeah. You know,
This-
you want to know why we missed it?
Why? Was it?
No, it's just we were in our early college years. That's why.
It was
Which we shouldn't have missed it then, but
When was
2006.
yeah, but when was like the other? I'm trying to think of the other games around it. Was it Call of Duty?
Oh, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3
And then
was then.
2008 was that StarCraft
Grand Theft
2?
Auto was in its prime then.
Yeah.
The Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 era, because was it 3 and 360? Yeah.
Yeah.
Is peak console gaming.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think we've ever got back to that.
I just it just fell through the cracks for me. But playing this, I mean, I bought Skyrim on everything I could possibly buy it on, and I played. I don't even know how many hours of Skyrim, and there were so many playthroughs of Skyrim that I found things that I didn't even know existed.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, they put this in this game. That's phenomenal. But this is like, it's like I'm playing Skyrim or Morrowind again. It's like this hidden game that I did not know existed, and now I can be happy again.
Well, when you fire it up and you're in
that.
and you're in the prison for the first time, and you're like, oh, and they take you through the dungeons. It's like, oh,
I
a
get to-
good RPG where I'm rewarded for exploring, and the world immediately feels immersive that I'm in. And they've brought it back to life from 2006.
Well, that's just credit to Virtuos.
Yeah.
They did a
Is it
fantastic job.
Virtuoso or Virtuoso? No, it's Virtuoso.
It's Virtuos, yeah, which I did look up. They are all over the world, but I'm pretty sure it was their Paris studio that did the
French.
Oblivion.
We're still going to give them
Yeah,
credit.
yeah, dude, I'm telling you, the French are on fire this week.
They're burning bright.
I do want to
And
do a
by
shout
the way,
out.
sorry, I just have to say, whoever made that key art, the main menu, where it's the Oblivion sign on fire, and basically my character just standing there.
I recorded it just for a tweet, so I could tweet it out.
That is like one of the sickest pieces.
Cool.
That is one of the sickest pieces
In
of
fact,
art
let me
I
pull
have
up
ever
let me
seen.
pull up the tweet here because it's there playing, and it looks bad.
Yeah, dude,
Look
it
at
is
it.
so good. Dude. That
I'll
is
pull you
so
up
good,
on
man.
here.
That is
It
so
looks
good.
so good.
That
And-
art.
Oh, and if you turn on the volume, the music that is playing there too, you're like, oh, wow.
And they're I just gotta tell you this. I told David this week, Mark, and I gotta tell you, when they were showing their, I think I told you too. When they were showing their video, and they flashed to the dude in the kitchen, and he was like, "I've played Oblivion for 10,000 hours." That's the guy I want making my game.
Yeah. Dude, do you know what 10,000 hours is?
I don't.
I did the math.
Oh, look, I'm gonna be honest. I don't need.
10,000?
Yeah, I did the math on that.
What is math? How many?
If he were to play 8 hours a day,
Okay.
I did 8 hours, not
Yeah,
because
yeah.
that's
8
a
hours
work
is
day.
respectable.
You know he played more than
That's a
8,
work day.
just looking at
you
him.
know he did. But if he played 8 hours a day, 7 days a week, I didn't even do a work week.
No,
I
7
did
days,
7
okay.
days a week. That's almost 3.5 years straight. Dude, 3.5 years.
Dude, and that's the guy I want making my game.
Yeah, agreed.
Not
Agreed.
not some
Not some
let's just
come
say it,
lately.
not some social political activist who has to put
Not someone that's like,
an abortion quest line.
this was made in 2000.
in my game.
This was made in 2006.
Yeah.
We can make it better.
Yeah.
Not that person. You want the person that spent 10,000 hours in the game because they loved it.
Yeah.
So if you just want me to tell you.
I don't even know how to use.
Just go
X.
twitter.com/X1Bros.
But no, Virtuos did.
Oh, that's why I can't find it. Okay.
You know what's exciting about this is because there's the rumor that first of all, Virtuos is helping out with the Metal Gear Solid 3 remake. So now
And
I'm-
if you click on it, it will open up by its. Or no,
there's
not
the
the click on the actual, like go up on like the text part.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, I don't use this. I don't.
So
use this
Virtuos is also helping out on the Metal Gear Solid remake, which makes me very excited for that now. And what makes me more excited is rumors,
Yeah.
Fallout 3 is being remastered. Whatever game you're remastering, just give it to these dudes.
Agreed. Agreed. Well,
They
like
know what they're doing.
Like Spicy said, this has changed the game.
Yeah.
It totally has.
Well, and you know what's
because you
awesome?
can grab. I'm just excited to get these games that I've played in my childhood
And loved.
Well, what's so great about this Oblivion is so I missed it, and I feel like I would give anything to play Skyrim for the first time.
And that's what this is.
That's what this
That's
is.
well said. Yeah, that's a good way to say it.
Well, and the changes they made, like, you could tell, again, the guy with 10,000 hours, like, you can tell they respected what came before them. They understand why the game was originally good, and they made adjustments with that in mind.
Yep. It's crushing it numbers wise. It's
not even the weekend yet.
It's not even the weekend. This is the weekday. It has 190,000. So this is just Steam. Imagine what Game Pass is. Game Pass, I'm
This
sure
is people that paid for it.
Yeah, this is people that paid for it, and only people that paid for it.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's astronomical what people what it is on Game Pass. Those numbers.
Because you have Game Pass on Xbox and the PC
And the
launcher,
PC.
too.
On Steam, it's 190,000 peak. To put that in perspective,
Yeah,
it's not even a weekend yet. All of Dragon Age, a AAA game
Return to form.
that has come out that we were told by media sites was the best iteration of Dragon Age. Here's looking at you, PC Gamer. Here's looking at you, Eurogamer. They gave it 10s out of 10s. Its all-time peak was 89,000 only. This 100,000 more a 2006 game has already done. Assassin's Creed Shadows, 64,000 on Steam.
all-time peak.
All-time peak. 190,000 for Oblivion. And last but not least is Avowed, 19,000.
You know, that one makes me sad because I told you, David, Oblivion, that should have been Avowed. Why
You're not wrong.
Why was Avowed not this good?
You know how cool it is?
Why did
They
Avowed
literally-
not
they
have a
literally
badass
in the
dude with a
tutorial,
flame in the background?
They literally in Oblivion, one of the first things you do is you pick up a bow and you're like, fire a bow at that bucket right there. Now go pick up the arrow. It's stuck in the bucket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's cool, right?
Well, and I enjoyed that whole sequence getting out of the prison was awesome, and then you're hooked by a story that's involved with Tamriel, which is freaking awesome. Like I said, I haven't played this before. I go outside and I could turn around and go the way I'm supposed to go. But no, what's across the river right there?
I hit my clairvoyance and it tells me to go that way.
Yeah.
But I see something glowing
There's
across
glowing
the
over
lake.
there.
And actually, hey, fun
I
little
gotta go get the glowy
tip.
glow.
It's actually kind of beneficial for you to go do whatever you want before you do the main quest. Because like Oblivion gates will.
Don't spoil.
Yeah.
I know the game's 20 years old.
So.
But just that whole sensation of there's a glowing thing, and then I go into it, and there's bandits there, and then I'm in a dungeon, like a Skyrim dungeon. Awesome.
Mind blown. Like
I love it.
It's super cool. Can I read my tweet here since we have it up? I did a video on this actually, and I do think like going over those numbers, it's a lesson. Like I think it kind of illustrates that we've really not had a great RPG. I mean, Kingdom Come Deliverance is, but beyond that, like it's been all hype. So here's what I said. We have it up. The success of the Oblivion Remaster says a lot. First, it's a reminder that truly great games do not fade. Oblivion was not just popular in its time. It's a game people still want to return to or finally experience for the first time, and that is rare, which, I mean, obviously, everyone does. Second, it quietly calls out the gap in quality we're seeing with a lot of modern AAA RPGs. For all of the polished trailers, influencer campaigns, and media hype, many just are not hitting the same. We shouted out 3 of them. Assassin's Creed. And think about their marketing budgets. I bet you those marketing budgets dwarf whatever Oblivion was in 2006. I bet you they dwarf it. Guaranteed it dwarfs what it is today because guess what? It was shadow dropped and it already crushed all of your games that you spent huge marketing budgets.
I think
on.
that's to a benefit of being shadow dropped because you have the immediate hype and then they go and play the game right away.
Yeah.
Like that hype doesn't fade.
Yeah,
agreed. I think the last good one we had was Baldur's Gate 3.
Yeah, Baldur's Gate 3 was amazing. And Baldur's Gate 3, there was no pre-hype around it. It dropped and then everybody loved it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like nobody was dug in on that one. It's not that great games are not being made in 2025, but we're clearly in a moment where marketing is outpacing substance, and sometimes it takes a great game from 2006 to remind us what a truly well-crafted, immersive RPG feels like. And that is what someone said it in one of the comments to my videos today. You jump in and you immediately feel its charm. Like there's a charm that exists with Oblivion that,
Well, I mean, yeah,
that a
you
lot
got-
of games just don't have.
You got Patrick Stewart.
I know.
Sean Bean.
I didn't know he was the voice.
Well, Sean Bean's in the game too.
That is
Right? I think so. Yeah, Boromir. Yeah.
that was it's so good playing a Bethesda game. It's like when I'm playing Fallout. Was it Fallout 3? Where I got Liam Neeson as my dad, and having Patrick Stewart being like, engage.
So,
By the way, when they revealed the 2006 footage of the Emperor and then they did the remake, that was like almost as good as when my kids were born. That was such an amazing moment.
or even just the intro music and the intro like cutscene.
Well, and just the way it was so good
during the reveal. It was well done. Well done to Xbox. Well done to Bethesda. Well done to Virtuos. And
Yeah,
the French.
Virtuos deserves
Congratulations to the French.
a lot of credit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's their Paris studio that did it, but Virtuos deserves a lot of credit because they did a fantastic job.
So now's
with
the
that
question.
remake
Now here's the
or
question.
remaster.
How do you choose your time here between Expedition 33 and Oblivion?
I think
I do both. This is the first time I'm going to try both. I don't usually do both, but I'm trying both.
double dip.
I'm double dipping.
So my plan is Expedition 33 with the wife because I think that story she's going to really like.
Okay.
And then Oblivion is all.
Well, I did a good chunk of Oblivion this week. I'm working my way through the Fighters Guild. I assume you're like more of a mage character.
No, I'm actually a thief.
Race.
Oh, nice.
I'm playing a thief this time. I did I think a wood elf.
Okay.
The Dark Brotherhood has approached me. It's so cool. It's so cool. It's so cool. Wait till you get to the like a point. Like you have to do something, but you'll eventually do it. 'Cause it's just like a natural thing.
Yes.
They'll approach you and you'll be like, oh, okay, I know this
awesome.
guy. Yeah.
So I'm playing the Fighters Guild. I'm trying to get in with them, but since it's new to me, I don't know what to do to get in with them.
If you're a thief, you should go to the Thieves Guild first.
I don't know they exist yet.
Oh, okay.
Spoiled.
They're all there. You know, they're all there.
I assume, but yeah.
I went Nord Warrior.
Nice. Yeah.
'Cause that's what I was in Skyrim.
Yeah. You strike me as a guy that
Well,
would
you
do
know
well
what's
there.
you know what's cool
Nord,
about
yeah.
this? How many people
I
are
do
gonna?
well with the Nords. I think everyone else sucks.
You hate every other.
I hate every other race in the game.
I think.
I'm a Nord.
I think this is one of those games.
You're a
that-
Viking.
I'm a Viking
yeah.
warrior.
They are the tallest. It says it in the lore. I don't know.
It's either that or I go the elite elves. Those are my two.
Yeah, the high
I can
elves.
see you doing well there too.
Yeah, I go high elf or Nord.
Well, you know what's interesting is I think this is one of those games that'll elevate the rest of the series. Because how many people are going to play this and then go, oh, let's try Skyrim remastered now?
Oh, it works out. Well, I mean, I've already installed
Skyrim remastered
because
already
I
still
want to
looks pretty
I
good.
want to go Oblivion right into Skyrim again, and then hopefully it lines up and I'm getting Elder Scrolls 6 news. I actually thought we would get a little bit about Elder Scrolls 6. Does this set up?
Other than they said that we're working on the
We're
sixth
working
chapter.
on it. Yeah, that was like one of the first things they said. Does this set up? Do we get Elder Scrolls 6 anything in June?
I think we
At
get
the
it
Xbox
maybe
events.
at the soonest next year.
You don't think we get any?
I think
leak
Elder Scrolls.
teaser?
I think this is the only Elder Scrolls we get this year, other than ESO if they have any announcements. But I think this is to hold you over, and I think this is going to be the same with
This
the
is a
Fallout
good
3
one to hold me
remake.
over.
I think Fallout 3 remake is going to hold us over for the next Fallout. You know what I mean?
One of the best parts about this whole release is all the Oblivion NPC memes I'm getting
they're
on
hilarious.
YouTube now.
Well, you know what's great
The
is their
voice-
faces
and the
look good
voice.
again now. You know, because their faces never look good. Let's be
There's
honest.
some of the most fun, like the clips where people just
Or-
put the Oblivion music.
Oh, dude, I love it. I'm watching a guy like shoot arrows at a knight on a horse multiple times to get him to finally come off, and he like warns you a couple times, and the fights that happen are so funny.
Well, and I love even in the video they talked about how they kept the voice lines.
Yeah,
Stop
even
in the
mis-
name of the law.
even the mistakes.
Yeah, it's great. Well,
Criminal scum.
I had like a guy like, hey, don't do that. Have a nice day. What are you doing? It's like, what? I don't know what I'm doing.
I saw a clip.
Or if someone asks you for a favor and you're like, maybe later, they're like, fine. And then they just like run. You're like, whoa, hey, sorry.
I saw a clip of someone hitting a freaking crab. Those crabs are annoying, by the way.
The mud crabs.
Mud crabs. I hate those things. Anyways, I saw a clip of a Mudcraft. Someone like shoots arrows at it and then finally kills it. And with the last kill, he hits it with his sword. And then it just goes, it just keeps going like in the air. All crazy. It's so good.
I got to say it one more time. Whoever made that art is
well
just
done.
one bad dude, man.
Well
like
done.
that guy. I bet it was 10,000 hours.
Doom should take note. This should be Doom. Doom.
Well,
you just replace the main character there and just put
with the Slayer.
And just put Doom the Dark Ages right in front of that, and it's awesome. With his shield and his fur coat.
Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, it's well done. But Spicy, I think
I-
Spicy has the best take. Like it really is. They've changed the game here.
I
with
have
this
to say,
release.
I don't know if they did this on purpose to match like the charm of the original. But have you guys been in third person and sprinted? Because sprinting is new.
Yeah.
Sprinting in third person. I don't know who made that animation.
Oh, I've not seen it. I've not
The
seen it.
sprinting it is.
I've only been in first person.
Go
so
in
are you
third
playing
person?
This in third person?
Yeah, because it looks good.
No, I'm playing in first person.
I'm playing in the close third person. But and another thing,
Spicy, are you a first person?
I'm just gonna call this out. Avowed. You know why I'm playing in third person? Because I don't have to go 5 menus deep to change
You
it
just
to
click
third.
it.
I click a button, and it's why couldn't you do that? Anyway,
Just click it.
that's my rant. But no,
Also,
please guys go in and sprint. Like part of me is like they had to have done this on purpose. Like no one saw that and was like, yeah, let that out the door. Like they had to have done it on purpose.
Yeah, let's make it goofy.
The
Is
sprint
it goofy?
anime, yeah, it's like what? And I'm wearing a shield, so like it makes it. You could probably look it up.
Here, I'm
the
gonna look
sprint,
it up
the
right
sprint
now.
animation
Here, I'll
is
look.
like, huh? How did that pass the quality? But they had to have done it on purpose to like match the. What would a sprint look like in 2006 or 5, whenever this game came out?
There's a Reddit post. Why is no one talking
this it?
about
Yeah,
the
there
sprinting
it is.
animation? Here, I'll throw this on.
Yeah, look, it's just so like.
It's so like heavy.
He's like, dude, it's like he's like, I'm at the 1 yard line and gotta get this
Yeah,
in.
it's like he's so heavy. He's like bowling forward. Yeah.
The sprint animation. It's definitely like. I think they did it on purpose because I don't think you look at that and go, should we fine tune that a little bit? Or no, it's fine. Yeah, I know. It's like.
When you run, you mean it.
I need to shout out Chief Wiggum dropped a super chat. Thank you very much, Chief Wiggum. He dropped 5 XoneBros memberships to everybody. If you haven't yet, I saw a couple people dropping BFFs. Please drop some BFFs from our main man from Australia.
Happy Mayo, I know where he's at in the game.
Chief Wiggum. Oh, where's Happy Mayo?
He got sucked into a painting yesterday. Yeah, I know where that's at.
Happy Mayo went Nord Warrior as
You
well.
want to know where I'm at?
Yes.
Where you at?
I went and talked to some guy behind a church, and he told me some things.
So was it the prophet outside the church?
Was he behind the church? Was he tending to
some
horses?
guy.
Was he tending horses?
No, some
Okay.
guy was like, "Hey, I can't talk here."
Oh, I know. Okay, yeah. Was that in Skingrad?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I know which guy you're
I
talking
can't
about.
talk here, but meet me at the church
After
behind the
midnight?
church after
Yeah.
midnight. That's right where I'm at.
And you're kind of like, okay.
Do I come back?
Yeah, you're like, huh, you wait.
Did you
and
just
go-
just hit the wait tab till midnight?
Yeah, that
No,
guy.
I actually
And
went
let
and
time
explored
pass?
the town. It was like 10 p.m. when I did that, so it worked out perfect.
Wait, did you go back?
Yeah, I went and talked to him.
How was it?
It was great. Yeah, he's a little on the odd side, and he's basically the equivalent of a medieval person with a tinfoil hat. There's a reason he wanted to talk in private.
To touch your privates?
Jordan, that's where I'm at.
yeah,
if you know where I'm at.
were you in? Because that happened. So I got that guy too when I was in Skingrad.
Well, the guy's funny.
But I haven't gone back and
I
talked
don't
to him
want to
yet. But
spoil
yeah,
anything. It's 20 years old, so whatever. But the guy's like, "Hey, there's this girl that's like following me, always spying on me, and every morning she stares at me." And I'm like, and he's like, "But can you go check her out?" And she lives across the street, so she's just coming outside. he's like the tinfoil hat guy. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, he's.
Dude, how it's
Was he rubbing your shoulders when he said that?
like getting lost in a world. Bethesda just has a way of, again, I think it's the charm. I don't know how they do it. But even like other games, I avoid tediousness. And for in theory, caves should be tedious. I'm looking for every cave I can get.
Yeah.
You know, and they don't make it tedious. They make it so that, and I don't know how they do
Well,
it. They make it so that you want to explore.
The only tedious part is inventory management, like the weight.
Yeah.
Because but that's a Skyrim game. You're always having to deal with that.
Not with mods.
Well, what's funny is like I like a game that isn't afraid to slap the player down a little bit. Because I'm doing this quest for the Fighters Guild where I have to find some thieves in a town. Because I kind of put the main story on hold because I'm going to go through all the Fighters Guild and then I actually never played the DLCs, Knights of Nine and Shivering Isles.
So DLC is included, but what's the bonus content for like $10 you can upgrade for?
I think they put 2 new armor sets in the game with their own unique quests, and then I think as a joke they put horse armor on there.
That's hilarious.
Because Oblivion was the first horse armor. Yeah. So anyway. So the Fighters Guild's like, oh, go ask people around town. There's a bunch of thieves. We got to get rid of them. So I'm like, okay, I'll go help the town. So I go talk to a guard, and I was like, hey, what about these thieves? And he looks at me and he goes, I don't know you well enough for that. Get out of here. I'm like, what? I'm trying to help.
People do that to me all the time.
Like, what do you mean? I'm trying to help you.
Wait, what race are you?
A Nord. Yeah.
I still haven't figured out
because I could see like a wood elf getting that response.
What's that supposed to mean?
What's that? You and I would not be friends.
I'll be honest. There's some racism in Elder Scrolls.
No, I still haven't figured out the personality mini game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the dialogue.
There's so many people we're going through emotional roller coasters.
Because I'm like,
you're great. The girl's like, oh, thanks, and I'm like, you're neat or whatever, and she's like, get out of my house. Like, I don't know how to play that mini game. It's so up and down.
Because you have to like match their facial expression. Yeah.
Is that how it works?
It's kind of weird.
But once I choose one, I can't choose it again. And so it's like a Simon Says color wheel. I don't know. I just know that I suck at trying to help people like me.
It's tough. But I like a game like that.
Life, yeah.
So.
That's pretty good.
Oh, what a week, though. I mean, Game Pass. Congratulations to Game Pass. Congratulations to Xbox, Bethesda, Expedition 33, everybody. What a week. We are filled. Our cups are full. Our cups
French.
overfloweth.
Mm-hmm. Good job, France.
Good job. Viva la France.
Yeah. I'm for you now.
Yeah. You can have whatever weird Olympic opening you want if this is what you do for us.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Olympics permanently in Paris if this is what we get.
Yeah. People can hang their nuts out all they want if we give us these kind of games.
We could have human platters of blue dudes.
Yeah, you can whatever you want as long as you keep pumping out these Game Pass games.
Pump these out, dude. These are amazing. Well done. That does it for today, everybody. Thank you very much for tuning in and hanging out. Go check it out. Let us know what you think. Come over to Discord. Join the conversation. A lot of people have picked back up Discord. It's popping. It's happening. We actually have a Game Shot channel. So come share your screenshots from games in there, your videos, maybe anything hilarious you see in Oblivion, some beautiful shots in Expedition 33. Spicy?
Are we doing any post-show tonight? Or
I don't think so.
Okay.
It's too late. Apologies. We'll be back next week with that. Have a good one, everybody. Bye-bye.